Hey guys, I'm Brian Chu from the Australian Gold Fund. I am at the inaugural Gold Coast Gold Conference and we're at QT. What I'm going to do is I will be interviewing a few people from bullion dealers, company executives, as well as also private investors. So let's check them out. Hey guys, I'm at the Gold Coast Gold Conference and today I'm with Andrew Barker, Chief Geologist, Exploration Manager at Maronan Metals. So, Andrew, tell us a little bit about Maronan Metals.
Maronan Metals is a lead, silver, copper, gold explorer. We've got a project 65 kilometres outside Cloncurry in northwest Queensland that we're trying to develop. We've got a large inferred resource base. We have just over 30 million tonnes of lead, silver resource and another 30 million tonnes of copper, gold resource. We're currently infill drilling to improve the confidence to an indicated resource so that we can put a scoping study out with a view to trying to get this into production and becoming a mine.
So Andrew, I understand that you come from a geology background and you studied in the University of Melbourne.
Yes.
Tell us what was the journey that you took in choosing to become a geologist and where did that take you afterwards?
So I did a double degree. I did commerce and science, and I thought I was going to probably do statistics and sort of maybe look to end up in finance, but one of my friend's dads is actually a geology lecturer and I went there and I just fell in love with geology. And then I guess being able to go outside and look at rocks and do things outside and realise there's potentially a career where you're not behind a desk for the next 40 or 50 years of your life was quite attractive to me. So I ended up changing and doing a major in geology.
It's interesting that you actually also have a finance background and you did a bit of statistics and all that, which is my background. I'm in actuarial studies, and then I moved to precious metals, realizing that there are significant gains one can make. Not financial advice, by the way, but how did you come across the whole precious metals thing?
So my first job was in gold. I started, when I finished university, I moved across to Kalgoorlie and I worked for Barrick Gold at the time, and then it became taken over by Northern Star Resources. So I was working in gold mining I was in Kalgoorlie for 10 years, and then about 8 years in, I joined Evolution Mining. I was there for another 2 years, and then I moved across to New South Wales at Lake Cow. So most of my experience is actually in the gold mining side of things. With Maronan Metals, I sort of got to the point in my career where I wanted to have a bit more control over what I was doing and the opportunity, and what attracted me to Maronan was just the potential scale of the deposit. Like there's a lot of exploration companies that have quite small targets, and I looked at Maronan and it was large. Like there was a kilometre of strike and a kilometre of depth. It was a big system, and that's one of the things that attracted me into it from a geological perspective.
So we talk a lot about gold in the Gold Coast Gold Conference, but silver is also important. Can you tell us a little bit about why silver and what's special about it, especially in terms of the amount we have under the ground in Australia?
Yeah, look, silver's interesting. It's probably underappreciated in Australia compared to gold, and that's because a lot of the silver in Australia doesn't come from silver mines per se, it comes from base metal mines. So up in northwest Queensland, a lot of the lead zinc mines produce silver as a byproduct. In fact, I think from the last year's Silver Institute study, about 30% of global silver is actually from base metal mines, and that's where the majority of the Australian silver comes from. But there are some fantastic mines. So the Cannington mine that South 32 now have, that was the largest silver producer in the world for a long time, and for an absolutely phenomenal deposit and very sort of commercially successful.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, what do you see in the coming 5 to 10 years for silver mining, gold mining in Australia?
Look, while the prices are good, I think so. I was sort of through the gold boom in the late 2000s, sort of through to 2011. And the difference I see at the moment is back then there was a big mining boom. So there was the iron ore and the coal as well. And so the gold price went up, but all the costs were going up at the same time. Whereas at the moment, there doesn't seem to be yes, there's inflation, but it's not as hard as what it was back then. So the gold miners seem to be locking in the extra margin. So the profits what a great time to be a gold miner at the moment.
True, especially before in 2022, 2023, you were competing against lithium, critical metals, copper, nickel, and then lithium fell off the bed, fell out of the bed. We had the uranium boom, and then that's kind of subsiding. But now it's like gold and silver just rule the roost.
Yeah, and look, there's not many options for silver on the ASX either, and certainly not Australian silver companies. So, look, we're very hopeful that we can get Maronan up and running and hopefully selling silver into the high silver price. You know, it's one thing being an explorer and seeing the price go up, but really what you want to be doing is selling silver when the silver price is high.
Yes.
That's what generates a real return for your shareholders.
Well, Andrew, thanks a lot for your time. And everyone, if you like what you watched, follow us, subscribe, check the links are in the bio. And Andrew, once again, thanks very much.
Thank you.
And God bless.